favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. All right, treasurer's report.
Okay, so the treasurer's report for July 7th, 2025, beginning balance for the month of June was $630,769.44. Deposits made for the month were $356,814.67, and those deposits were $350,748.77 for the first half of property taxes, $148.94 in interest, and $239.96 in court fines and fees, and then $5,677 in permit fees. And then our disbursements for last month were $89,032.88. Plus we did have one outstanding check still, which makes the total disbursements $156.81. So the largest costs for the month were $51,193.46 to the city of Clearwater, and $15,825 to Smart Excavating LLC, and $12,395.50 to the Stearns County Auditor and Treasurer, and then $4,174.01 to Recording Services, for a month-end balance of $898,551.23. And that amount does include the remaining ARPA funds of $11,867.
Does anybody have any questions on that?
I just wanna make that those ARPA funds, as we know, have been obligated,
Yep.
to the road, but they have to be spent by December, so, I know it's August, but it has to be out of that account by December. So when we start that project over there, more engineer, not, whoever we with now.
Yeah, you're right, Mark.
Yeah, they've been, I haven't gotten a bill for more for a long time, so.
Because they
Yeah.
hit the cap, so then they'll do the final construction portion.
Yeah.
So the bills will start coming in September for that.
Okay, hoping,
Yep.
fingers crossed, so.
I'll make sure.
Yeah.
All right, any other questions? I'll make a motion
I'll second.
to approve the treasurer's report. Having a second, all in favor, respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, since we were on that already, let's jump down to LRIP grant for 200th Street for an update.
Yep. I'll have a dialed-in date for you at the next meeting. I have a construction meeting scheduled for July 17th at 1:30, which I'll meet everyone here at the town hall, which is whoever Hard Drives is now, along with more engineering, and we'll get all the dates and like a layout of here's how everything's gonna go.
Yeah.
So if anyone wanted to come, feel free.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you wanna, Jenny said, should we post that so we could,
It doesn't, no, it's not like a public thing.
yeah, but if.
Oh, if you guys wanna come.
Right.
I getcha. Yeah, I don't know.
Todd, is that something you're interested in on that one?
Depending upon our schedule, so when is it
It's
again?
Thursday, July 17th, so next Thursday at 1:30.
And what kind of meeting should I call it? Just not a meeting, but a.
Pre-construction kickoff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Okay, alrighty.
And I think we just need to post it just because we
If either of you want
possibly
to
could all
come.
be there.
Yep.
Yeah. And knowing that you're crazy busy here too, no problem helping.
I scheduled everything around it. I just solidified that on Friday.
Thank you. Awesome. Comprehensive plan review. You're gonna tell me that you wanna shrink and pull out all the industrial parks now, right?
Yeah. We sent it to you, do you still have it?
Yes.
We're all done with that. The only thing I had to discuss on there were some things highlighted that I think you guys need to decide. Like it says the township board, and we don't wanna say, we don't wanna speak for the board, 'cause there's like
So when we review it, and I have to look, 'cause on a comprehensive plan review, I don't know if we can pass by motion or it is by motion?
Just my motion.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So why don't we push that down just to next month, just so everybody can, we'll put the copy out for everybody just to refresh. That way, Todd, you can look at it too. I mean, I think we've all kind of talked about it. The industrial, what they're looking at is really no change except in the industrial park, that some of the property adjacent to it being rezoned from ag to industrial.
Oh, if we do have to have a public hearing, I just looked it up. We are required to have a public hearing.
A public hearing on the comprehensive plan.
Yeah, so if we're doing it, why don't we do it tie it to the ordinance number 7, we have to do that anyway.
For ordinance number 7, can we do 2 back-to-back like that, or not? I mean,
So
it's different
we can-
things.
It's half the cost if we have to publish as 2 separate meetings, so we can do one at 6:15.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, we just can't overlap them.
Yes, we can't overlap them, but it would take down the township cost by holding, 2 meetings on the same day.
Back to back.
And can we pass by motion that night, or do we have to go back to a meeting?
Yep, no, it can go by motion that night.
Okay.
Both of them can be done.
Are you sure ordinances don't need to be published?
It does. But you can pass it and then it publishes saying that it goes into effect.
And Jenny, because we're we're not in a burning rush to change this. I mean, I don't think so. Like, I really think still, let's push it off till next month, make sure we have all our ducks in order of process. And then at next month's, we can,
And we can send it to Curry as well, because ordinance number 7 is just literally it's copied from the St. Cloud ordinance.
Yeah.
And it's just like 2 lines.
yeah.
So we can send it off just saying, hey, here's what we did for the modifications to the ordinance. That's all we have to do.
Okay.
If we wanna send it to Curry, I don't think we need to.
Why don't we get together this week and figure out how we wanna do both of them and process, just in preparation for next month's meeting, and then
That's fine.
we'll get it all, get our ducks in a row, and then, make sure we have people have plenty of time and know what's coming. That way, they're not gonna say we rushed something through.
Yep. Yeah, no, we haven't rushed it. We did,
Yeah.
it was literally published at the planning commission meeting. a month
I know,
ago.
we even asked people at the meeting, annual meeting too, so, I get it.
So James, you sent out ordinance number 7 on June 10th.
Yep.
Did you send out the comp plan?
Prior.
That was at the previous meeting.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
end of April, beginning of May.
It was.
Okay, on June 4th, okay? All right.
Yes, I handed it to you guys on June 4th at the meeting. Yep. And sent it previously as well by email.
So I think our goal right now is to button it all up in August.
Yep.
Just so we all know what date you sent them.
Yep.
Okay. So the comp plan was sent on June 4th and the ordinance 7 was sent on June 10th.
Moving down to subdivision ordinance review. That's all part of that, so we got that covered.
No, I haven't touched that yet. That's
All right.
this month. That's what I'm working on this month.
This month, okay.
Yep.
So that'll be next, we'll discuss that in August,
Yep.
most likely.
Yep.
Anything else on, number 4 for this?
As far as any policy, not yet. Obviously, still waiting for some things to come down the pipeline. However, I do need to submit the second order data by the end of this month, so I'll need that from Lori.
And Lori, you have that on your radar to get,
I need second order
Okay.
data to submit to Minnesota.
Okay, thank you.
and their process is pretty much set in stone now. I mean, there's not, or is it still changing on this?
It's still not set in stone. It sounds like hopefully August it'll be a little bit more set in stone as far as
Yeah.
guidelines more say.
If we actually have to do it, or,
Yeah, if anything's gonna change in regards to that, I guess.
yeah,
So just keep this on then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's probably gonna be on there all year until we really get it worked,
Alright.
Yeah.
until we get it worked out.
Technically it takes effect January 1, so
I
we'll
can't
see.
believe like we have to even do that for it.
It's a little ridiculous, but yeah.
All right, thank you.
Whenever you can send it to me, I have to have it in by the end of the month.
And before we jump into order with new business, I just wanted to reach out. Did you have something on the agenda
Yeah,
already, or
Steve.
something you wanted to?
I called, Mr. Van Kenny.
Yep, I'm Jenny.
Hi,
Nice to meet ya.
Nice to meet you. About our road up there, it washed out in front of my mailbox last week. I called Jenny, oh, cause the post office put a letter in our mailbox saying, you can't deliver your mail until this road gets fixed, right? Telling me I gotta fix the road. And, turns out they had our mail at the office in town. They didn't even send it out the next day, but you guys, I have to say, did a great job. We got out there right away and graded it out. Unfortunately, it just rained again and washed them out again, so I just went out there because I didn't want the mail to kind of leave us or to, not deliver our mail again. So I just kind of went out there and just started kind of grading it out again by myself with a shovel. And what I found is, I don't know, you guys had a couple of, one of our neighbors, two gals, Patty and Kendra, I don't know if you remember them, they're talking about the road up there, how it's washing into their property and.
Yep.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yep.
So, I don't know why we just don't grade it from that side of the road, because over on the other side, it's owned by, gals that live at the bottom of the hill there. I know I sent you the pictures last week.
Yep,
You
yep.
can see them, so at the bottom of the hill where all that gravel washes into their property anyway, all that's their property all the way up to the top of the hill where the culvert is. So if you just graded it that way, all the way, and then like every 20 feet or something, just kind of cut a channel into the road so the water would drain out, and whatever built up, you won't ever have that problem down there again. And I talked to them about it too, and so they really would have a problem with it, because they got it all rushing down there by their new road anyway, they just had a new driveway for them, whatever.
Okay,
So all
yeah.
that gravel's washing down there by the new driveway anyway, so they wouldn't care if it just water washed off a little bit, like every 20 feet or so, all the way up to the top of the culvert. So I kinda did it, I already did it, just to kinda see how it worked, for the
Oh.
So every 20 feet, cause up at the top, there's only like an inch or 2 inches from the edge of the road is up, and then it's all grass and stuff in there anyway, so the water would just, every 20 feet, it would just wash off to the side a little bit, and just kind of channel it for drainage. I used to design retaining walls. Water behind my walls was a big plan, so I did, plans for the architecture. They put their retaining wall, the proposed retaining wall, and I point out on the model. We gotta have the water graded off somewhere away from the wall. So I know it can be done, so, that would solve everybody's problem, 'Cause also, there's a culvert 2 houses up from halfway up the road that goes under the road anyway, so the water apparently used to wash from there over to their property anyway, and that's not a big deal, so they probably wouldn't care. They would need to say, yeah, that's okay.
Yep.
So,
And so,
that's just what I proposed.
the first day you called, obviously, I had them out there to at least get it fixed, so your mail was rectified.
Yeah, yeah, they didn't even deliver it the next day, that's what pissed me off.
But,
Because
we-
they didn't assume it'd be done, so they like, the guy didn't
Yeah.
even bring it out with them, alright, that's a different story.
Yeah. So we do have a plan, obviously, to like, it's called a super, where it cuts it down kinda so it slants, so the water flows that way. So it is in our plan to get,
It would seem to me that would be.
yep, to get done here, but just as a forewarning, Friday, Saturday is supposed to be torrential downpours, 2 inches of
Yeah, okay.
rain.
So I
It's-
just-
we're having a summer of rain.
So I just graded it to where my mailbox is right now and just kind of flattened it out. So I talked to the postal delivery today, or delivery, just in case it was the one that didn't give me my mail before.
Yeah.
It won't. Yeah, I just told her what I was doing, she's like, she said thanks or something.
Yeah.
So as long as I can get it. Yeah, really, so I mean, and it's okay if we do that now.
Well,
I mean,
The reality is, like, I just wanna be, transparent, and thank you for coming in, and thank you for talking, and, Mother Nature, natural disasters is, something that, happen, right? But road repair and maintenance, like, we need to keep that to township officials working on the roads, and, with our agreements and stuff like that, like, obviously, I know you wanna get your mail and all that kinda stuff. but, you know, as far as you engineering and doing road repairs, you know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you not to do that,
Right.
okay?
Well, I won't do any further than that.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. No, I understand. Yeah.
So, but we will, you know, that road has been, every time we get a lot of water.
I guess it's the same thing in the winter, you know, if I don't get out there and plow the snow out there after it's all good, and you hand shovel that, so what should I do? Call the township and say, hey, you know, we need shovel.
By your mailbox?
Yeah.
Well, if you can change it to a breakaway mailbox and they can plow right underneath it, it's a great thing that we just put into our ordinances too. So it's something to look it's something to look into.
There you go.
Okay, township gonna pay for the breakaway mailboxes?
If it gets broken by the plow after the fact, but the first install is on the landowner.
Oh.
Yep. Thank you.
Steve, can you give me your address again? I know
Yeah,
it's Dover.
18529 Dover Road.
I'm sorry, what are the numbers?
18529.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
You think you wanna stay and listen to this
I'll
interesting
I'll
stuff,
see.
you go right ahead.
Jenny, I'm gonna jump back up to number 1 on new business, long and crooked lake boat landing signs maintenance. I know we talked, did you get signs ordered?
They're ordered.
Perfect, so that is, when they're done, I actually, it's kinda comical, cause the majority of the sign posts, I mean, it'll be up to Gary what he wants to replace, but are still there. They're just literally weeded in, like, you just, you know, that,
You gotta find them.
I'm gonna say what would be on that, the west side of that road, where they were saying are missing signs, you know? I mean, the signs are gone,
Yep.
but the posts are there for the
Okay.
most part, so. And which is good, because that stretch, when we did the last one call through there,
Yeah, I know.
everything under the world is in 2 feet of either side of the road. Gas, fiber, I mean, like, it's gotta be touching within that trench. So if we can reuse the posts, that's probably gonna be ideal for everybody.
These are the signs for the public landing.
Yeah, so, and then that, I guess that's the question, Jenny, on those ones, because those no parking signs get tied back to that public landing, so is that reimbursable by the Lake Association, the no parking signs, or is it just the signs within the boat landing itself?
I believe I believe they pay for all the signs, we do the locates and the install.
Installs.
But I have to go back to my old email.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure, cause if it was the road sign or the landing, boat landing, so if there was a difference between
Yeah.
the two.
So I ordered 6 no parking anytime.
Yep.
Because there's supposed to be 6 no parking anytimes down there.
Yep.
And then one begin and 2 end.
Yep.
Okay. Once I find my long and crooked thing, I'll tell you what.
And that'll help clean it up too, cause I mean, right now, the ones that are down there, the ones that are down there are like 3 different types that Gary had, you know, just to get up what we could get up. They all say no
Okay.
parking, but they're different sizes or whatever.
So he doesn't need to contact you, he can just
He can reinstall them, he can call me and then we can go down there and look at,
Okay,
you know, if
okay.
he, see what he wants to do.
okay.
Whenever he gets, I'll get a hold, you know, either which way, let me know.
And then I will, before the end of the meeting, I'll find our agreement.
Cause it's gonna take a weed whip to get some of them in there.
Okay.
So how many signs are missing now? 3?
3 are missing, but the 6 will make it so they're all the same. So it's, you know, I mean, literally, it's just like, cause we have some that are like, I'm gonna say 4 by 6, and the majority of them need to be, 6 by 10 or whatever they are,
And then the no parking signs.
yeah. On both sides of the corner, so Gary went out and redid all the ones on the east side here not that long ago. And there was some missing on the west side.
Are there any clues as to why these things always disappear
On that
crooked?
road?
People
They're
steal 'em.
always gone over the years.
Well, the one year we replaced 3 no stop signs in the same spot right by Matt's house, and then the double arrow signs just down from there. I mean, as soon as we put them up, they came
In
down.
Plum Creek.
Literally. This is the longest we've gone since the last time we put the signs up that they've still been there. I should say that. I haven't driven down there in the last week, so I don't know.
Over the years, they're just always
I have a
disappearing.
map of what we agreed to back in 2012, if anybody's interested, I can.
Yeah, if you send it to me, that'd be
Yeah,
great.
I will. Yeah, I will. And that was back in 2012, so.
Cause I know it just sounded like fishing opener and that weekend was just wild down there too, so I get it, so. All right, moving on to number 2, dust control and guardrail spraying, where I guess an update on dust control, cause I got a call on that again.
Yep. Matt, can you,
I had 2 calls in the curd again today, and the lowest one.
and how much do we ballpark have left?
We got the dead ends and 6th and 200th and
The other half of Franklin.
the other half
And down by Clearwater Lake,
Franklin. Yep.
the Lake Mariah, or, oh no, what are we?
Lake Mariah Road, that is.
Just that, but, yeah, that, make sure you get that last little.
I've gone over it with
Okay,
him
good.
a few
100
times.
I get a call weekly about it. I've been like, we can't control the rain, so. And the hard part is with the lake, I mean, honestly, if you're living on that lake, you do not want us to go and spray and then have it rain for the next 3 days, cause that means that's all going in the lake. And that would be awful.
So I'm sorry, I didn't get a bill yet from dust control, right?
Nope, because we're not done.
Okay, all right, okay.
And then guardrail spraying, I did, they're gonna be out hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks to do that again on Seven Hills, or, you know, this 200th Street over here.
Hold on 1 second. Are you recording, sir?
Yeah.
Can you please announce that you're doing that, and just to let you know that this is already a pre-recorded meeting?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
I can forward it that too, so.
All right, so will you let us know that you're recording the meeting?
Recording.
All right, thank you. All right, go ahead.
So the guardrail spraying will be taken care of in the next few weeks, and then mowing you had on here.
Yes, the mowing, I was just curious, because I know the, 4 foot's been done, I believe, just about everywhere. But the contract said 8 foot. Is there a plan there, or what the deal is?
So, we were almost gonna mow the windshield out, but, yeah, I thought the plan was to, the next time we mow.
To go further.
Another 4 to 5 feet.
Okay.
So we just had it backwards.
No, so there's a plan to get the whole 8 feet stretch done?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you know, just because I'm sure I'll get a call, when that is?
I'm hoping sometime next week we'll have another windshield.
Okay, so
But we
whenever
wouldn't-
weather breaks, you're gonna make another cut, is what you're saying, okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's gonna finish the current cut,
Oh, I
and then
gotcha.
the final cut will be in August.
Okay,
The-
I gotta make notes of it.
when we have the second cut, yeah.
Perfect. And I know this rain has just, wreaked havoc on every road, to be honest with you. I mean, some that, there is no dust on any road, but holy smokes for potholing. You know what I mean? And it's usually like you get washboards, but this year we're getting potholes. It's wild.
It's one extreme to the next.
Yeah,
We had
honestly,
drought
this-
last year, and
right?
now it's flooding.
I know. I know. Well, and that's, the nice thing about, on the drought years, it glues all that right there, but then we get washboards then, it's one or the other. All right, cool. Well, thank you for that. Any other questions on any of the road stuff?
When were you, I had a question on dust control on Lake Mariah Road this weekend. Talked with Todd Ostendorf, he lives down there.
Yep, so that's what we just touched base on, so that's a dead end road, so we still have that road to do, the ones we just gravelled. And so we're trying to get it structured here, weather permitting, the next week or two here. So,
They're about 80% done right now, but Mother Nature has gotta give us a break too.
Well, there's been about 6.2 inches of rain in the gauge over the last week and a half.
That's incredible.
And that dust control is Central Minnesota Dust Control along with Smart? Or you,
I'm just waiting, and
Oh.
then he's coming behind me and playing.
But
Okay.
because of the weather, we're
Yep,
having
yep,
to try to
yep,
fit
okay,
in his
all right,
schedule.
Okay, just so yep, okay. Yep. And then I'm sorry, I do have another thing on roads, so I just wanna, can the minutes reflect that, so Jamie, we've been, having Knife River deliver class 1, class by whatever we're having them deliver. The, Johnson Material historically had a pile, right, a pile of, that we would prepay for. That was used up last year? Or
Correct.
Okay, so that Johnson, Materials prepaid material is all done.
Correct.
Okay, alrighty.
So we don't pre-buy anymore, we just buy as needed.
Well, that's where I felt it was better, just to try to, I mean, why would you pre-buy and sit
I agree.
and trust a pit to watch your stuff?
Correct.
So,
Yeah.
yes, so no.
That's
Well-
several years ago.
And the hard
Good
part
thing,
is too,
good
is
idea.
what if we have a chance to get cheaper product along the way
Yep,
too?
yep, no,
And we're still
okay, I
hanging
just
on
wanted
to
the notes
product,
reflect
you know?
that material. I just wanted the notes to reflect that that Johnson is completely used.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, number 3, the cannabis MOU with Stearns County.
I put that on there because I don't know that any of us know, I mean, we're getting these cannabis emails. There's no, direction. I mean, we're getting people telling us, well, the town, or the county says you have to do this, but we had an MOU, we have an MOU that Brenda Tice from Stearns County Attorney said, sign this, and then we will do everything. Well,
That's what
Yeah.
I thought. I thought we were washed
So-
our hands of it like.
Exactly, and so I think someone, I mean, whether it be me or whoever, I don't really, it doesn't matter, somebody needs to say, okay, is this MOU lacking? Is there something more that we need you know, need us to hand over to you, to sign to you? Do we wanna sign it all over? I mean, it seems like we're caught in a catch-22. We thought we were done and now we're getting all of this stuff.
Exactly where I'm at too, and then we're getting even, I don't know what the right word is too, but other, you know, like Curry and Rupee too, you know, like their firm has a gentleman that thinks we should take it all in-house, you know, and that they have you know, an ordinance that is bulletproof. And our whole reason of signing the MOU to start with is so we did not, you know, so we didn't have to deal with this, because we were not equipped, we are not set up, we are not, you know, in the place that, you know, where we felt that, you know, we should be to be, you know, going through all of it.
We shouldn't be policing it at the township level, we don't have the abilities.
And I do know James and I, you know, we have received more calls, you know, everybody was like, oh, that's the only one that's gonna happen. Well, I think where the phone says different, right? You know, I think everybody that has a permit at this point is testing the water everywhere, right? So, Jenny, like, I'm like I would love to meet firsthand with whoever, you know, whether James or you I mean, if somebody can set up with the county, set up a meeting and we meet face to face and try to get this hashed out. I have plenty of time to do this right now, but it would sure be nice to have this done and figured out before we're being forced into doing something that, you know, we thought we've already completed.
So a lot of the stuff that I'm seeing right now is because they do not have variance for impervious surface that's covering the property. Also, the county is not a road authority, so they can't sign off on what's built into their ordinance, saying that the road authority has to sign off.
But to me, has nothing to do with cannabis. That's more like industrial use. Because to me, I don't care if it's somebody coming in to have a repair shop or whatever. Like, to me, that's a totally, you know what I mean? The cannabis side just needs to stay out of it. I mean, you know what I mean? It's an industrial use and industrial property. So then they follow our zoning ordinances that we have in place for those, and those don't change, right? But I think we keep intertwining cannabis and those, you know? I mean, that's my personal opinion, and we shouldn't use one as a crutch for the other, you know? I think we just gotta be clear on, we're either not doing any cannabis, and that's all in the county, but when it comes to industrial use in our park, that falls within our industrial ordinances. And that's how I think it should be, but I guess until, you know, I would like to ask the county that in person and figure out what, you know, just see what they have to say. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Like,
So is there an individual at the
There's-
county level that's in charge of the cannabis? A little fuzzy gray over there
It's
too.
a little fuzzy gray.
Okay. Okay.
Well, Brenda Tice is the one that submitted the draft MOU that we
that we
ended up
ended
signing.
up signing, yeah.
She's the county attorney.
Yes.
She's, in the county attorney's office, yep, yeah. So do you want?
But who's the other lady?
Heidi Wiskowski is the supervisor for environmental services. I believe she is the most knowledgeable,
Yeah.
handling their campus stuff right now. I've seen a lot of stuff come back from her.
Yeah, I just really wanna know what we're expected to do at the end of the day, that's all.
Well, it would be nice to know a little bit more specific, just because like, I feel like the two applications in question right now are a building that's going to be rented. Like, I feel like the other local businesses should have some sort of say, like, you're gonna have a pot grower next door.
But then the reality of that though, I mean, if it all falls within our industrial park, or, you know what I mean, like, that's, once again, would fall back on the county, you know what I mean? That,
Yeah.
like, the application or use, because of what it's being used, I mean, that's just with us signing the MOU, that's my understanding of it, you know? But if they were gonna go in there and build buildings and pave driveways, and, obviously we'd have to look into, how that all works into industrial park.
Right now, they're at 83% impervious surface, the property that they're looking at, so they have to reduce that to 60. So, right.
Yeah, and I think those are the things that we need to worry about,
Yep.
right? I mean, that's my opinion, like, those are the things, as a township, we need to focus on, not the other, not, you know what I mean? And then the other thing is too, is once we assert authority into a situation, then we're gonna be given that from here on forward, you know what I mean? So we have to just we have to figure out what lane we need to stay in.
And they're only asking us two things to keep in mind right now. They're only asking us about the road. That's all they're asking us about. My question to Heidi, that I'm going to reply on, is what are we to approve or deny for that? Because we have to have grounds to approve or deny. So what are we approving or denying on? And then the other thing is they need a variance application for impervious surface, which then requires a storm management plan, which is, $20,000. So.
And what are they exactly needing for the road use? I mean, like.
That's what I-
Road Authority needs to certify that it's dustless. Well, it's a gravel parking lot right now, it's not dustless. And even if you put calcium chloride, like, how do you, then, like, I have to manage that? Like, it only lasts for so long if we get, you know what I mean, like, at what point, where does the dustless come in?
But that point too, in the in the variance process of it, we could add that as a stipulation of however, whether it's, a solid surface, or they give us receipts for spraying so many times a year that they, you know what I mean? I think there's way, I mean,
Well, a variance is different than a conditional use permit. That would be a conditional use permit. So if we separate the variance side of it and the cannabis side of it, once they get the impervious surface and stormwater management plan approved, once they get all that done, they can do whatever they want there, including the cannabis, but there is no checks, like to Jamie's point, as far as the road, what happens on that afterwards. So, we would then have to, according to the county, we have to then create a spreadsheet, tell them how to do the justice application and stuff like that, and make sure that it's hired out to a company, and we have to manage it.
it could be one of those things where we do it when we do our roads, and they, either reimburse, or however that case may be too. I mean, that's probably the easiest way to do it.
Are we allowed to do that?
I think we could ask Curry and see what he thinks about it.
Cause my biggest question is.
And then we know it's getting done, right?
But the property owner isn't the one doing the cannabis. It's gonna be a rental property, and I feel like that blurs a lot more lines as well.
I agree. The other weird thing with that is that he sounds like he's very pro it, because the last person that I spoke to said that he's working really closely with the property owner, so there's, I think the property owner's just trying to get it rented as fast as possible. And he's working with two different people right now, saying pretty much whoever signs the contract first takes it, is what I'm understanding now.
Yeah, and I think that's a conversation we can have with Curry to see, you know, what and how and where we can, you know, assign or not assign or do and, you know, assess costs to somebody, you know. He'd be the one to tell us.
Yeah, we should also just take a look at the ordinance that Mark has. But I'll email him again just to follow up and say, hey, he's building one in Haven Township, because Haven Township's in the same
Yeah.
boat. They're right outside, well, they have the airport in St. Paul, so a lot of people are interested in that, so.
Yeah, when you get time later this week, give me a call. Let's just run through that together and then see, and then we can.
Yeah,
then we'll-
I'll email him right now and just say, hey, you have something.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, if it's just a road authority and industrial use, I think we're covered, right? But if we are being now asked to undertake any of the cannabis regulation, that's not what we signed up for.
So, do you want me to try to organize a meeting, or wait until James
I
gets
do.
whatever?
I do, because I think the conversation is just gonna,
Okay.
whether it's, hey, this is who I am, and, you know.
Okay, so you want Stearns County Attorney, you want Stearns County
Whoever-
Environmental Services, you want Curry?
Do we wanna bring them here to a meeting, or do we wanna go there?
I think we go there.
If we go there, we don't have to publish it, so you and I can just raid the county attorney's office and go,
That's
"Hey,
fine.
we want some answers." And then we could also do the same with Stearns County.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I just really wanna get a better understanding of, there, even when we signed the MOU, there were still changes being made within the state process so I just wanna make sure everything's covered and we're covered as a township.
Well, I would suggest meeting with the county attorney and environmental services at the same time, because otherwise you're gonna
Can we
get
put them both in
fingerprint-
the same room? I mean, is that
Well,
possible?
I mean, I don't know, we can ask, I mean, but James just said go to one and then go to the other, that'd be,
Jenny, will you see if you can put them both in the same room?
yep.
That would be awesome.
And we want Curry or Rupee or the other third person?
I don't know if we need them
Anybody?
right now,
I don't
because,
think we need them right now.
Okay.
Just to warn you, I am out of town the last half of the week, and then for 2 weeks.
Oh, you're not gonna get in with 22, okay.
Okay.
it'll take a minute, probably.
Okay.
I'll get a couple dates.
And then Jenny, if you wanna attend too, or Kelly, whoever, you know, I just think,
This would be, I'm assuming during the day,
yeah.
okay.
All right, recycling. New contract.
We had received several months ago, an inquiry from West Central. I think we received it in the springish, maybe,
Yeah.
indicated they were interested, and our contract with Republic ends in
March.
March or, yeah. Yeah, of 26, so, when, the last time we negotiated, Republic had, attended one of our meetings and, you know, explained, their, proposal. I believe we had sent out an RFP. That was several years ago. I'm sure that RFP language would probably have to change. I don't know who drafted that. I think Dave Johnson actually drafted that. The RFP language for publication. I don't know if we have to go down that same road or not.
Yeah, if we change, totally.
What are the costs going on?
We are locked in until March of 26. They have gone up every year with Republic pursuant to the contract.
I have a friend that says garbage just went up to something like $200 a month.
Is that, on that RFP, is it, if you find it, can you send it to me?
Yep.
I mean, do we want, I mean,
Yep.
What is
I think
that?
we send it, I'll look at the language, see if it needs to be changed, kind of,
Yep.
and I'll bounce it off you, and then we can send it to both of them. I think that's probably the fair, and then see if both of them will come at different, times. We have, a little time in March and see if they'll present to us
Okay.
and see if we can find any cost savings for the township in there and then see which way we need to go.
Yep. And so just leave that on for next month, I'll get the RFP to you.
Yeah, we can jump to unfinished business till we get it satisfied.
Yep, okay.
All right, annual IT inventory review. James, do we need to go through and look at computer numbers, serial numbers here, or what,
Good, I have it updated. We might wanna look at replacing one as we go. We did replace the office one.
Yeah, I think we were good there for the year, I think is where we decided to leave it as, just that one for now.
I have a list, I don't know, I mean, it has the model number, the serial number, I apologize, I was gonna send that out to say, look at your computers,
To see if it matches.
to see if it matches.
Yeah, if you wanna do that,
I'll do that,
and then everybody
okay.
just respond to you, with
Yep.
because I have that printer at home too, and I wouldn't know what the serial number is of then.
So I'm gonna send it out and then I'll confirm, and or everyone confirm that, yes, that's what you have.
Yeah. That sounds good.
And James, you'll have to confirm the office stuff, cause I don't know if you put the new stuff on here.
I did not put the brand new yet.
Yep,
Yeah.
so I'll send it out and then, okay. Thanks.
All right, the next one I had on there was the score grant. I think we're still just waiting on, the garbage bill, basically, so we can, cause I'll need the actual invoice itself to send to send into the county.
We haven't gotten it yet?
Jenny will get that.
Oh, remember that, so a month and a half ago maybe, you had inquired about if we had received a bill, I contacted, who did we do, West Central this year,
Yep.
and remember they said, oh, we didn't even dump the
They hadn't
thing
even
yet."
dumped the trailers yet?
No, I think either was it, I
Holy
think it's you or
smokes.
you,
Right.
anyway, and then you said if we could get it by the end of July, so I'm
Last year I submitted the score grant in August, is
Yep,
what it looked
yep,
like, so.
yep. So if I don't get it by July something,
Mhm.
I'll email and say, hey.
It's totally fine. I just wanted to be on there, so it's basically so
Yep.
I didn't forget.
Yep.
Cause I look back when I sent it last year and it was in August, so.
Okay.
And I always wanna be like, I'm sure they don't run out of funds, but I was always like, I don't wanna be the last one to be like, oh, sorry.
And the
Okay.
information I sent you is.
Perfect, yeah. Then I just need that with the, West Central invoice. Yep. All right, James, Midco contract.
I do have a copy there. They want to, have a new contract that expired, a couple months ago. They have asked for, $85 for the fee, which Jenny said that is still the same price, so with taxes, it, I believe came to, 89.41, I think Jenny said. So we have modified language in there for Curry. So what I wanna do is just say, we approve the current price, we just need the previous contract to be changed to, at the same date, and then send it.
Cool.
Curry had something in there,
It's on the second page.
This language was added for my copy.
What's the number they're giving you, and does that number include taxes? Cause my current payments to Midco are, is $85.42.
it did not include taxes,
So what is your base price that they're giving you?
$85. We
Huh?
is $85, which is the same as
Yeah.
what,
Yeah, it's $85 a month.
and that's for, provided we sign a 36-month contract.
And it's locked in at $85 for 36 months?
Plus tax, or that includes the
Taxes, fees, assessments are monthly estimated and will be confirmed on your billing statement.
That's so that.
Taxes and
taxes
fees
are additional.
do not apply to customers that are tax exempt.
So I have the Midco bill on board in there, there's a Midco.
Are we tax exempt?
We are tax exempt, we're government,
Yeah.
but there are fees. We have
So it
to
must
pay,
be
like,
42
line
cents
fees
then.
and stuff.
So it'll be a little, the rate's gonna go up a little bit.
No, the rate's not
The
going
rate
up.
stays the same.
I thought you said it was $85 and change was the cost per month.
$85 is the cost
You
per
have the
month,
Midco
plus
one in
the
there?
fees that
Yeah,
are on there.
I think they just wanna see the current.
What's the
bill.
cost right now,
85.
85.
Yeah, just hand them down, yeah.
plus fees? What are the fees?
I'm getting it.
It's like $5.
So it's $90.
That's
It's
So the
not
billing
even
would be
that.
underneath there, Scott, yeah, the billing would be attached there.
Yeah, $85, 42 cents
Is
is
what
the
the fees are.
tax.
42 cents. It's the same.
It's not outrageous, is it, for internet service?
85, 42, no, I don't, I mean,
I think it's high. The only reason I think it's high is because when they first sent out the mailer to everybody in the township, it was like half that cost. But for a business contract, it is about, I mean, 80% less than what they want to charge us.
that was basically my 12-month teaser price, you know, my sign-on bonus price, and then,
Okay.
you know, 12 months later it went up, so if that's staying steady, it's not horrible.
Yeah.
Did I Midco too? 50 or 60 months.
There's a bunch of different plans.
Even Jack, cause I got that first year introductory year period.
Yeah, right.
$42.
Yeah.
I don't have the fastest service either.
The business plan starts out at $500. So we're actually getting a discount. The reason why we're getting a discount is because Dave had noticed that another city up north got a discount and called him up, like, when he was here and said, how come you're giving this city a discount down to $85? And they went, oh, well, look at that. And they came back and said, we'll lower the price.
Yeah, because I think what is our
Their
yearly
business
bill
plans
is
do not.
$512.
I have two separate businesses on two separate Midco plans, and mine are not even remotely close to $500.
That's what they said in for us.
I think in the industrial park, I pay like $189 a month for 200 gig or whatever it is, and I think for my fiber optic up in the sales lot is like $249.
I'm surprised you didn't.
And at home, I have the same fiber optic 200, and I pay $100 a month for that.
So you're saying we're getting a good deal?
Yeah, for what? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I
I'm
think
just
it's a good
saying it's
deal.
not.
They told us.
It's not like it's $500 and we're giving you an
No.
$85 thing.
No,
It's-
right.
I don't even pay them $500 between two businesses, so.
Yeah, that's just what they gave us for a price. Brandon Hogue, who was the sales head for.
And I'm actually up for renewal.
Yeah.
And the language that Curry added was just the tax information that I read.
This was the original price they gave us was $500.
That's the installation waived.
Yeah.
They waived
There's a-
install.
There's a business installation and then they waived the business installation.
So it has
Oh.
nothing to do with the monthly fee.
Yeah. Maybe we missed that.
That was at
Yeah, maybe we
$499.
missed that.
I'm looking at it right now. Because we're gonna be, it's $1,020 per year, that's without taxes.
Oh.
Here's what they wanted originally per month.
Wow, that's almost like
That's what they wanted per month. Yeah.
What?
I have twice that service for less. So.
That's a yearly. That's not monthly. No way, that's monthly.
That's a
Seven.
total monthly reoccurring charge for a 60-month contract, it says right there.
Holy smokes.
That's why Dave told him to go fly a kite.
Yeah, I would have too.
Wow.
Yeah, that was for 100 meg speed was 720, 200 was 800, and 500 meg speed was 860.
I'll make a motion to approve the Midco service agreement.
I'll second.
All in favor, respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion passes.
And we can sign that outside of, because we're gonna have to sign that, right? Did you sign the other one?
Yeah, your name was on there, so I figured you could say it.
Oh, okay, yep,
I didn't see my name on it.
okay.
Unless I missed it, I only
No,
saw.
no, no,
I
no,
only
and
saw
then I
yours.
think we do that electronic thing.
Okay.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, they'll send it electronically.
ADA compliance.
So I had questioned James, so through my, work, judicial branch website has to become ADA compliant for digitally accessibility, under a WCAG 2.1 digitally accessibility rules and expectations. And I just wondered why, if one government entity had to do this, be compliant. Anyway, so I did email, I found an email that I sent out to June 8th, to Matt, asking if they can provide any guidance. Are we required to do any of this? You know, is it not? Does our website not have to be digitally accessible for the disabled? And I have not heard. I just resent it saying check back on this, but has anybody else heard of that?
We did discuss that down at the legal conference, and they said that we do have to meet that. There's a separate standard for cities, but we are required to meet that. And they said that the attorneys will kind of line up with somebody who's willing to scam the system, and it's a legal way to scam the system, and they will try to sue any government body that doesn't meet those requirements. So our enforcement could be that we have like $100,000 so if we don't meet ADA compliance, then we have to go for a do it after that. So the attorneys, both Curry and Mark were looking at that on the side when we were talking.
Who's this Mark?
He's a new attorney. He's a Curry Rupee
Okay.
and Mark.
Okay.
He's a younger guy that is, he knows IT law really well. He used to be a prosecutor with the cities. He knows IT law really well, and he knows cannabis. He's the one who did all the cannabis stuff for Curry Group.
So somebody's on it and they'll tell us what we have to do, right? Is basically what you're telling me?
I don't know if they're on it,
Cool.
but I can reach back out to him and just say, hey, the weird thing is that Matt wasn't doing anything about it.
We were trying to conclude if there was a disclosure we could have that if you wanted any information, we would get it to you in the form you need.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Right,
okay,
like-
yep, okay.
So if
So it
someone
could be that simple.
requested an ordinance in Braille, we could certainly find someone to do that.
Okay, so that could be our option.
What our hope would be, so once I think it's delved into a little, because what's the D-Day on that? Is it 2027?
2027 for
So we have,
Okay,
18
all right,
months
so maybe that's why,
for things
okay.
to come down the pipeline.
Okay. So I'm not gonna do anything with it,
Assuming if there's a change like that, Curry and
Somebody's
Rupee
gonna
are gonna bring it
notify us.
up in all of our seminars in the next year too.
Yeah.
okay, so I'm gonna disregard that from our.
I hope Matt will
For
bring
now.
it up
Okay,
in
correct.
the
From
first
the
one.
agenda. Okay, thank you.
All right, review of building permits. So I see we have a total of 13 for June. One of them, I guess maybe I've never paid attention to this before, but one's a rollover from the end of May, 5/26. The first one that's on our list. Regardless, I just want to call that out. So we have 13 for June, 44 year to date. there was no single family in this last month. This month's total evaluation, $32,000. Year to date is $983,000, and pretty much all of them were re-roofs. We had 2 remodel windows and a porch build. I have no, moving on to the next, did anybody got questions on that? All right,
James didn't get me the CSPs this month.
Oh, we had one.
I thought I seen something in there.
Well, CSP report came from Stearns County.
Yeah, they said there was 3, didn't there, on that one?
3 for Lynden this month.
Okay.
Well, no, James are in there, but James had been giving us a separate PDF of what he had been doing per month.
Yeah. So I have. One for Craig Rhoda. It was check.
Alright, right-of-way permits, I had nothing. How about driveway permits? Nothing.
Is our swing away effective now?
What's up?
Is our swing away ordinance effective now?
It is effective, it's all been posted and
Okay.
published and the
So,
whole 9 yards.
it's just, so if there is a driveway permit, then we know.
So if there's driveway permits, we'll have
Okay.
breakaway mailboxes. Planning and zoning updates,
Oh, I'm
IT
sorry, I
updates.
just wanna,
Yep.
so I did get an inquiry about, a driveway. Somebody wanted to know how much, their driveway expense was several years ago, and I'm like, well, okay, how many, blah, 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 anyway. I'm like,
I don't know.
we didn't have an expense, there was no ordinance, there was no driveway application permit until just recently, just historically for you guys. It was always verbally, when Jerry Finch did the driveways, it was verbal, we went out, talked to him and said, you need a culvert and whatever, and didn't even put it in the minutes,
Yeah.
right? So, there is no history of any of that information prior to our, application process.
That was
So,
even prior to right of way permits.
yeah, so, we just sent information on it, so,
Interesting.
that, yes, yes.
Alright, James, planning and zoning updates, IT updates.
IT was that. I think we had discussed Midco. And then ADA.
Yep.
That's all I got. IT, we've got a meeting with Todd. Or planning and zoning, we've got a meeting with Todd. That's.
Cool. Review correspondence.
We got the denial letter on our, state park road account grant
Yep.
that we had requested for, Eaglewood. It was not selected for this year, but it'll automatically be included in the 2026 funding cycle.
Perfect, so we don't have to do anything next year, it'll
Not
go
have to
into it.
reapply, correct, yes. We got the, everyone got the, notice from Stearns County, Board of Adjustment on the Jeff and Lori Johnson to amend the variance to allow for a structure permitted to be 79 feet from the center line of County Road 145 to be used as a residential dwelling. So they're going through that process, that hearing is this Thursday at 6 o'clock under Stearns County. If you wanted to.
We don't have to put that.
No, I know.
And then we got the, information from the state demographer about our population estimate. In April of 2024, our estimate was 1,863, and our household estimate in April of '24, it's always a year behind, of 720.
bills and claims.
So let's see, the check numbers were 9101, so 9127. Payroll and
All right, I will make a motion to approve bills and claims utilizing check numbers 9101 through 9127.
I'll second, sorry.
Hearing a second, all in favor, respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Okay, meeting dates. The only other one that we wanna add is a pre-construction meeting, which is,
July 17th at 1:30. And just to be clear, when that's that's just for you guys to, it's not open to the public then?
yeah,
Okay. Because they'll be going over all the pricing.
yeah. All right, anything else?
No?
Wanna make a motion?
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 8:05.
I'll second that. All in favor, respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Meeting adjourned.